Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PWA Adrenaline. I am your host, Christopher Billings, joined by my broadcast partners, JDL and Devin Wall. Devin Wall was not with us on Friday night for PWA Live, but he's with us tonight. Welcome to the broadcast booth, gentlemen.
We're going to have a good show tonight. That's what we're going to have.
It's going to be great!
In the main event, ladies and gentlemen, the PWA World Championship, Randy Finkelstein versus Big Bronson. This has been an amazing build for these two.
It has.
It has been. Unfortunately, for those of you that don't know, JDL wrestles here in PWA, and JDL he was with me on commentary yesterday for the FFW Breakdown Rumble, but Devin Wall was competing in the Breakdown Rumble. Devin Wall is a champion, JDL.
Oh, is he?
Weighing in at 261 pounds from Austin, Texas, Draven.
As Draven getting ready to kick off things tonight on at PWA Adrenaline, but yes, Devin Wall is a current champion in FFW, JDL, unlike you in PWA.
That's not true. I am the world champion.
Really? Because the PWA World Championship is going to be contested tonight. I don't see your name on the match card.
Well, it was a charity. I gave it away to somebody else. That was nice.
Okay, so you gave away the championship. So
yeah. So
we're getting ready to get this matchup underway. This matchup was made official earlier today. Draven versus Bobby Johnson. In this situation, I firmly believe that Bobby Johnson is going to be about as effective as a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest here against Draven. Pound for pound, Draven, one of the heaviest hitters we have in PWA.
Oh, look at you! You're being equal now. About time.
I've always been an unbiased commentator, JDL. You're too thick-skulled to understand that.
That's rude. That's rude.
You're
being unprofessional.
Really surprised that you said you were unbiased. Since when?
I'm not saying I'm the world's greatest commentator, ladies and gentlemen, but I am the voice of TPP2K. I am the voice of this company in a whole.
You see here, JDL, you know who he sounds like when he says shit like that?
And ladies and gentlemen, we are on live broadcast television, unfortunately, and Devin Wall, not afraid to use some dirty language.
Weighing in at 205 pounds from Buffalo, New York.
See, this
Bobby
guy,
Johnson.
He's the next big thing right here.
That's OG Bobby Johnson.
And the thing is, I think if Bobby Johnson can get it going tonight, he can beat Draven. He's going to have to use speed, though, because clearly Draven is stronger than Bobby Johnson.
Go ahead, say but, though. Go ahead, say but. Go ahead.
No,
what else?
There's no but to it. I'm just saying that, Bobby Johnson can beat Draven tonight. And this is a great way to kick things off. Bobby Johnson, very excited to be here. Draven doesn't look so excited, though. As we're getting ready to get this underway, Draven versus Bobby Johnson, a clear size disadvantage for Bobby Johnson. As Bobby Johnson going to the outside here, taunting to the fans here in attendance here in Austin, Texas.
See that he is showing the fans appreciate something that you know nothing about. Appreciation, a good talent like me in the ring, and then you downplay me in my matches. I heard what you said. I fast forward.
Well, as you see, Draven here giving chase to Bobby Johnson on the outside, and you may think that I downplayed you, Mr. Lopez, but I did not.
You were going to try and avoid it, weren't you?
Side, Lopez, don't worry.
Well, as you guys can clearly see right now, the early moments of this matchup, Draven is in control.
Yeah, of course, because you hyped him up. Now he's in control. Look at him.
I didn't pipe him up. Oh, and a big headbutt to the groin there from Draven. Aggressively going into the cover here.
1, 2. Okay. See? I have to do the ref's job. I'm doing multiple jobs. I'm counting for the ref. I'm doing the job. What are you doing?
I am calling this. I am the play-by-play analysis here.
I don't know what that word means.
It's basically he's too observant for his own good.
Not even too observant for my own good. My thing is, you guys, I hate to say this, because you guys are wrestlers, and granted, you guys could probably hurt me very badly, but you guys are, considered meatheads. especially Devin Wall. Devin Wall, you're a big man.
I am a big man, but that don't
What a
make me a headache. At least I knew what analysis meant.
That is true. He at least knew what analysis meant. How do you explain yourself, Mr. Lopez? I mean, you're like, what, 230 pounds? And
Meanwhile, back in the ring, what a spine buster.
exactly as Draven into the cover 2 and a 2 count. And look at Draven pulling the hair there of Bobby Johnson. And what's the matter, Mr. Lopez? Cat got your tongue?
It's called cat scratch fever.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize that John Lopez is sulking again. He's been sulking since yesterday when his prediction for the FFW Breakdown Rumble did not pan out, and he now owes me $150.
That's not
this
accurate.
true?
We actually never talked about money. What a chop by Bobby Johnson. I'm going to have to do this for you.
You know, Lopez, I don't know if you realize or not, but those weren't a chop. Those were a close fist punch and a kick to the head there.
Close fist punch.
You always have to be so politically correct. I'm tired of it. What a look at those. Look at those punches.
And now Draven with the big back elbow there.
Ooh, boring.
Draven, big clothesline in the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Going into the cover, pushing the face of Bobby Johnson down.
2.
And a 2 count as Bobby
that
Johnson.
ref is slow.
Well, the thing is, I think the referee only counts the pinfall if both shoulders are on the mat. And unfortunately, in that case, maybe Bobby Johnson wasn't completely on the mat.
I think we need to run, a simple, basic math test for the refs before we hire them on.
Well, I think we do. I think we just ask them if they can count to 3 and 10.
Yeah, that's not good enough. Apparently, we need to figure out what the seconds in between 1, 2, and 3 are.
What a reverse by Bobby Johnson doing my job.
As Bobby Johnson here trying to keep himself in this here against Draven.
That was a chop.
Into the cover here. Leg hook.
1.
And look at that. Only a 1 count.
This is the problem with Maven over here.
Did you just call Draven Maven? Because
No, I said Draven.
Oh, okay.
No, you said Maven.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you.
And a 2 count there for Bobby Johnson, as Draven, I'm pretty sure, would probably break John Lopez in half.
Really?
I'm almost 100% sure.
Oh, of course. See, you hype him up again. See, you just keep proving my point. I'm tired of you.
John, he's 260 pounds. He's one of the hard. People won't even spar with him in PWA because he hits harder than everybody else.
Okay.
You really want to have him hit you?
I would like to see him try.
Okay.
He's going for the pin. Look at that rope break.
A rope break is what saved Bobby Johnson there, and Draven does not look too happy right now.
I'll get up right now, and I'll take him down to Chinatown.
Well, Draven's in his hometown right now. Like, Draven's in Austin, Texas right now. We're in Austin, Texas. He's in his hometown, and the fans are still booing.
You know what's the best thing about Austin, Texas? You want to know?
Yeah.
Nothing, because nothing exciting ever happens here.
Well, that's kind of rude there.
I understand if the Astrodome doesn't want to give us our deposit back, because John Lopez has no respect at all for Austin, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, as Bobby Johnson into the cover here.
1, 2.
And another 2 count for Bobby Johnson, as Bobby Johnson has not been able to put Draven away yet.
And the thing is Bobby Johnson is OG Bobby Johnson.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Bobby Johnson, he's stepping up tonight against Draven. You gotta admit that this young kid is stepping up.
Why does he have to be young?
Because he's 22. Isn't that young?
That's not young.
In a professional wrestling career, I would say that's pretty young.
Yeah,
I've heard of Draven. He's been hurting people in the ring. I heard about him.
Well,
it's unprofessional, like you are.
Oh, okay, that's Draven into the cover there. 2 count for Draven. This matchup though has got some length to it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Bobby Johnson not staying down here. I mean, but Draven, he's doing that fist of the air thing. I think we know what's coming. He calls this the break your face, that elbow across the bridge of the nose.
What a great name that is.
Well,
genius.
I'm just saying what he calls it. And his suplex maneuver that he does, which he might be looking for here. I'm not 100% sure, but okay, it looks like he might be looking for this. This move is called the Broken Dream. hooking the leg. That's got to be it, ladies and gentlemen. But no, a rope break, and Draven does not look happy. Did you see that look?
Bobby's not moving.
That's what you call good professionalism. He kicked out of that. You know why he kicked out of it? Because he is a professional wrestler and he's good at his job. Unlike this, bald guy in red.
He's not really bald. It kind of looks like he's balding.
Yeah. Agree to agree with me.
I will agree to disagree with you.
Whatever. Same thing.
Okay, because Draven here just having his way right now with Bobby
Johnson.
Johnson.
It was professionalism to kick out of a pin when it was clearly a rope break.
Are you watching the match right now? I am.
Yeah, we are. And Draven here again. The broken dream, that time right in the middle of the ring, Bobby Johnson. There's no rope for him to have his foot on. 2 and 3, and that is all she wrote. And Draven picks up the win in his hometown.
He's been getting angrier every match.
That's what I'm saying.
Every match.
He's getting more aggressive as his career heightens here in PWA. And eventually, how aggressive can you get before we can't book you anymore?
No, I don't know. I mean, I like the way the guy wrestles, so...
Of course you do.
I do.
Of course.
Because I've seen people the way they wrestle. I'm not... Come on, JDL.
Oh, look, he's intimidating the referee with his awfulness.
With his...
awfulness.
You act like he's different from you!
I'm a real wrestler. What is he? He's wearing red.
Beaten and cast aside. Always look the other way. Repent. But I'm coming back. One day I will be here. Repent. I will not stop. Not until I'm done. Everybody feels my pain. Repent. You will feel it. Within. You won't know when. And you won't know how. Repent, but you will know when it happens. Repent. You can't change the past.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, and again, that strange video package played after Draven's match.
It's always got something to do with Draven.
It's got to. That's the only thing that I've been able to gather is it's got to have something to do with Draven, ladies and gentlemen, and we do have to move on with the night. Our first title matchup of the night, the PWA International Championship. We have this man, Nathan Roberts, getting ready to take on Jay Tong.
Weighing in at 210 pounds.
What do you guys say about him?
England,
What's his problem?
Nathan Roberts.
I think with Nathan Roberts, you see the difference between me and you, Mr. Lopez, is I try to give the ring announcer a chance to speak, so that the fans can hear how much, people like Nathan Roberts weigh. I don't speak before the ring announcer is done speaking, but there's nothing wrong with Nathan Roberts. He's one of the most cold and calculating individuals that we have in PWA.
Is that a fact?
I believe, it may not be a fact, it's my opinion, but I firmly believe that he is a perfectionist when it comes to the leg submissions. I mean, the matchup that he had just this past Friday night with Big Bronson, he tried to take out Bronson's legs, and he almost succeeded, but Bronson was just too much for somebody as small as Nathan Roberts to compete against.
Well, I know that I'm waiting for this guy that's getting ready to come out, Jay Tong.
And that's the thing. Me and Devin, we saw it in Jay Tong's matchup he had with Idiota a couple of weeks ago. But Jay Tong, very focused. To not speak any English, he is one of the most focused individuals that I have seen in a very, very long time.
Weighing in at 219 pounds from Nagoya, Japan, Jay Tong!
And this championship is fitting for Nathan Roberts and Jay Tong. Both of them are technically international wrestlers here in PWA. So this is a fitting championship for either one of these young men, an international championship. The world has no boundaries.
This guy is a high flyer. He's very agile in the ring. He makes this amazingly great to watch when we're here at night.
Exactly, and so now it's prediction time. There's 3 of us, so we get to predict who we think is going to... Somebody's going to, be wrong in this situation, or either 2 of you are going to be wrong. Either Jay Tong or Nathan Roberts. I'm pulling for Jay Tong to pick up the win, picking up that international championship tonight. Who do you vote for, John?
Who do I vote for?
Yeah, who do you think is going to win, Nathan Roberts or Jay Tong?
I'm going to vote for the guy that you go against and you downplay. That's what I'm going for.
What about you, Devin? Who are you voting for?
I like Jay Tong.
Okay, so we got 2 for Jay Tong, thinking Jay Tong's going to do this now. I think Jay Tong can do it.
Of course.
He's an exciting wrestler to watch.
I've only seen him once.
Why do you sound so sour tonight, man? Like,
I am not sour.
I'm telling you,
you are angry.
I'm telling you, he's sour still because of what happened last night at the Breakdown Rumble. Because his pick for the Rumble got eliminated in the first bracket, and then his repick of Darren Trinidad did not win. Which, unfortunately for Darren Trinidad, he put up one heck of a fight, but he unfortunately could not get the job done. But that's neither here nor there, as right now, this is PWA Adrenaline International Championship. Jay Tong into the cover here, but the rope break.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If I decide to talk when they're announcing out names, I should be able to. They pay me good money to call what I see. I'm calling what I see right now. What I see is I see the future of the business right there in Roberts. Look at him. Look at him. He has the hair. He's got the nice gold stripes. He has the boots. And then over here, I don't know what that is. But yeah, he's the future.
I'm not saying that Nathan Roberts isn't the future of this business. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the fans here in attendance are booing him. They don't like Nathan Roberts. And it's because
maybe it's your headset.
It's because he's a cold and calculating individual. He steps outside the rules. And look at a slap to the face. You think that's fair play in a match?
Yeah.
It really
Some
is.
people need to be slapped around. Corporal punishment.
I know. It's it's not a move that would get you disqualified, but you don't think that that's a little distasteful or disrespectful to your opponent?
That's the reason we do it.
To disrespect people? You don't wrestle to disrespect people.
Yeah.
Jay Tong.
I think
Did you see Jay Tong? He just did a tope atomico there to Nathan Roberts' back.
And you
Big
think
deal.
that's respectful?
I jumped off a cage. What did he do?
When did you jump off a cage, John?
It was a couple months back.
Okay.
It was a dark match.
Okay.
It's in a dark match? Is that bad?
As Jay Tong here, going into the cover, hooking the far leg, 1, 2, and a 2 count for Tong as Roberts able to get his shoulders off the mat again.
And we got an elbow here from Nathan Roberts as he's trying to take the offensive.
Ooh!
Oh! I thought Jay Tong was about to get some backup over there.
That exactly as you saw. I mean, okay, Nathan Roberts just grabbed the hair of Jay Tong and now raking the eyes. Do you guys think that's okay?
That happened.
Well, the raking,
Except
not so much.
Exactly. Thank you.
But the hair grabbing is very inappropriate. That's actually very appropriate.
See that?
I do it sometimes.
He just cleaned his shoe with his face.
Again, and look, see, that's very distasteful for Nathan Roberts.
That's not distasteful. Just
do you
don't
think
open
it
your mouth when it
tastes?
happens.
It probably tastes like dirty leather, to be honest.
Okay, see, so it's not distasteful. You can still taste it.
As Nathan Roberts misses a huge miss right there. And look at this, Jay Tong.
See that? You were downplaying Jay Tong the whole time. He's doing great up there.
Tong into the cover, you're hooking the far leg. And a 2 count there. And it's only going to... Oh, and that float over neck whip, but it only takes a 3 count. And one of these men will be the international champion.
You are the Captain Obvious of wrestling. You know that, right? You just say predictable thing. 1, 2. Okay, see, he kicked out. See that?
But we can see that on the screen that he kicked out.
Yeah.
But wait a second, Nathan Roberts with that capture-like suplex.
You have to be so technical about the names. It's a suplex. Don't add
But it isn't just a suplex. It's a capture-type suplex. It's like a trapping suplex. But Jay Tong with a big seated jawbreaker there.
We need to get a
And a
replacement. I
scoop
can't
slam.
It's just a slam. Call it a slam.
It's not just a slam, as Jay Tong might be setting up something big here. Look,
I've been behind Jay Tong this whole time. I said I complimented his shorts, his boots. Here we go.
Oh, and he missed there as Roberts able to sidestep it.
You've been talking about Roberts half the match, complimenting his gold lines and his nice R logo.
I specifically remember you saying those things.
Yeah, prove it.
I will. As Nathan Roberts here, look at a beautiful T-bone suplex there from Nathan Roberts.
Nothing fancy about that.
Nothing fancy about that one, ladies and gentlemen. And now, look at Nathan Roberts, a beautiful overhead, modified fireman carry, getting a 2 count there.
Fall away slam pin,
Close.
okay? You think you know the business. You really did.
Big elbow there from Jay Tong, and Jay Tong runs in. Big DDT.
We've got Jay Tong here going for what it looks like from the top turnbuckle. You think he's going to make it?
Jay Tong's going high risk here, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Tong misses as Nathan Roberts able to move out of the way. And look at Roberts going to capitalize here. And he hit that cravat that cravat neck breaker into the cover with the leg hooked. And the 3, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Roberts, the first ever PWA International Champion.
You know what? Congrats to Nathan Roberts. He took the best advantage he could after him missing that that flight from the turnbuckle.
Yeah, it was a catastrophic miss for Jay Tong.
It probably knocked the air out of him, man.
And unfortunately, like you said, it allowed Nathan Roberts the ability to capitalize on the situation.
Well, okay, we just snatched things from the refs now.
As you see, Nathan Roberts holding the International Championship. Now he is the International Champion, so for Nathan Roberts, this begins a whole new chapter of his career.
So where do you foresee the future for Nathan Roberts?
I don't know. His career is just beginning in this sense now because he's a champion. But ladies and gentlemen, standing by backstage, Elizabeth Sims standing by with Sammy Bliss, who apparently has been
Sammy Bliss,
outspoken.
you have been very outspoken today as you were not included in tonight's show.
Yes, my dear. Very outspoken, as you said. I speak with our Lord every day, and you'll never guess what he said to me. He told me that PWA is full of sinners, and that means I need to heal all of these sinners. I need to cleanse their spirits, help these lost souls. As our Father has said on numerous occasions in Revelations 2:6, you have this in your favor. You hate the practices of PWA, which I also hate, my son. What does it mean? It means that PWA needs cleansed, and I will cleanse this place of all evil.
And ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Bliss did not sound too thrilled about not being included in tonight's event, but we're moving on here.
Weighing in at an even 200 pounds from Jersey City, New Jersey, Elijah
As Elijah
Endo.
Endo, I've said this numerous times, but Elijah Endo has that East Coast attitude.
What does that mean?
Well, he's from New Jersey. He has a very Jersey-type attitude.
So he comes from a place that stinks. That's what you want to point out. So you're saying he stinks.
No, I'm not saying that Elijah Endo stinks. He's probably one of the youngest, most talented prospects we have in PWA.
That's exactly what I said. You copied what I said. I told you that before the Broncos went on today, that he was. You just stole my line. You're trying to make yourself look good, yet again. That's what you do.
As Elijah Endo here, probably a little upset. His scheduled opponent was supposed to be Damon Ventor, who was actually released from his contract at like 9:30 this morning. But apparently a suitable replacement has been found, and Elijah Endo has to wait to find out who that's going to be. Unfortunately, it looks like Elijah Endo is asking for a microphone here, so we're going to cut to the ring and see what Elijah's got to say.
Getting tired of this bullcrap, man. I'm getting tired of this bullcrap, man. Y'all giving me this bullcrap, man. I signed to this company for some competition, man. Next thing I know, my competition, man, get released, man. On the same night, I have a pay-per-view match, man. I don't understand it. Where's the competition? I signed to this company for the competition. I thought there would actually be some competition, but there isn't. There hasn't been since I've been here. And if I don't find competition soon, then what's keeping me here?
As you know, for Elijah Endo, like I said, his original opponent was swapped out. You know, he was let go this morning. So now it remains to be seen who is his opponent tonight. I have it under good authority who I think it is.
Who do you think it is?
Well, based on this theme song, it can only be one man. Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Van Brett. This man is the exact opposite of what you would want a wrestler to be. He doesn't care about what he looks like. Kind of reminds me of John Lopez, to be honest. Doesn't care about what he looks like. As John Lopez is still sulking here, ladies and gentlemen, from last night.
I can't. I want somebody else.
As Oscar Van Brett making his way to the ring, and for Elijah Endo, this is going to be a big match. This is a big deal, and for Oscar, this is a big deal because both of these guys are going to want to pick up the win tonight. You know, this is the inaugural event for PWA. You know, this is prime time right here.
I agree, man. You understand, man?
That's right, and like I said, Elijah Endo has the East Coast attitude.
I don't know what this East Coast attitude is because I'm closer to the East Coast and I don't have a man problem.
Well, it's not necessarily a problem. It's just, you know, it's the way he was raised. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way he talks.
I think you're a little racist.
How?
Against the East Coast.
I was born in New York.
Exactly why you don't like it.
Okay. All right, we're getting ready to get this underway. And Oscar Van Brett taking a trip to the outside. Look at this.
Where's he going?
He just flipped the bird to Elijah Endo. Endo does not look too thrilled.
That's what happens.
Well, who do you guys think is going to win this matchup? And
well, if there's a lot of running.
Look at
Endo.
Again, Oscar throwing the bird there and taunting to the fans here in attendance in Austin.
I'll tell you something. If Oscar comes over here and he tries to mess with me, I'm going to smack him.
You're going to smack him?
I'm going to smack him. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to see it.
Dude, somebody peed in your
and Elijah there, you know, getting tired of the cat and mouse. Look at Elijah stomping a mud hole here in Oscar Van Brett.
You know what? Endo is one of my favorite wrestlers.
He is as quick as a hiccup.
What?
A hiccup comes on very quick and is sudden. Elijah Endo,
So is a sneeze.
No, Elijah Endo is so high intensity. He comes at you with unpredictable offense, which, you know, a hiccup is unpredictable. As Elijah Endo with the single leg Boston Crab here wrenching on the knee. And forced to you know, break the hold. They're unable to make Oscar tap out.
Yeah,
but
it's like the flu. You can't.
No, look at this beautiful Northern Lights 2, a 2 count there, and Oscar Van Brett.
Yeah, he's like the flu. I get it.
I think he wishes that you had the flu tonight.
Okay.
And
I can't work with you.
A float over senton with the cover here. 1. Not even a 2 count, almost a 2 count, but not quite.
JDL, we have no choice but to work with Christopher Bill.
I don't want to work with him anymore. He what a spine buster. I'm doing his job now.
I'm doing a great job of doing my job.
You're not doing anything. You didn't even call that move.
I did.
You don't know what it's called.
as Oscar Van Brett here starting to try to pick apart young Elijah Endo here. Oscar Van Brett, no stranger to in-ring activity.
Captain Obvious over here calling what he's doing. We know what he's doing. We can see it. Here we go. Stomp on.
Is that not okay? Okay, all right, okay. As Oscar here stomping away, and now look at Oscar wrenching the head, torquing the head sideways there.
Yeah. I don't get the point. Why do you have to call every little thing? They can see it themselves. They know what this is.
Well, look at Oscar Van Brett grabbing the hair.
Yeah,
JDL, you were just getting mad at him not calling the match. Now you're mad at him.
He doesn't call my matches that good. That's the problem, and that's the problem I have here. He throws him to the corner, doing someone else's job. Punch.
And again, throwing the bird here.
I think that was towards me. If that was towards me, I'm going to go in the ring. I'm going to take care of both of them, and then we won't have an event anymore.
I'm sure you won't do that, Mr. JDL.
JDL, do I have to go to the store and get you some chocolate or something? Like,
you have a job to do.
You need to eat a Snickers, JDL. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
We're not sponsoring them, by the way.
This portion of PWA brought to you by Snickers, as Elijah Endo there with a 2 count there, and a float over neck whip. I'm gonna start calling that the end over neck breaker. That's what I'm gonna call that one. Into the cover.
Just made that up.
I did make that up, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get that patent in PWA as Elijah Endo still unable to put away Oscar Van Brett as, and like I said, Elijah Endo so intense, so much tenacity. But wrestling somebody like Oscar Van Brett, so rugged, and he attests people that wrestle. It's not that he doesn't have respect for the business. He just looks at it in a different light compared to others.
yeah, this guy needs to satisfy his hunger.
Exactly. As Elijah Endo, that big head kick, and normally Elijah would go for the cover, but I think, and Elijah again with another head kick. I think Elijah wants to get a little bit of vengeance here on Mr. Oscar Van Brett, but Oscar here, the clothesline to the back of the head.
See, that's the problem with some wrestlers. They just need to get it over with instead of trying to, because you want revenge on somebody could make you, cost you the match. And
Exactly. That's what I've been saying to him. He wants revenge on me because I put him in his place last time we talked. That's exactly what I said to him.
As Oscar here into the cover, not even a 1 count on the young, tenacious Elijah Endo.
Yeah.
Like Tenacious D?
No, like Tenacious, like...
And the Pick of Destiny?
Yes, the Pick of Destiny. Totally the Pick of Destiny. As Elijah Endo, they're able to avoid the contact from Oscar Van Brett. And Elijah runs in, big running kick right to underneath the chin there of Oscar.
Elijah loves his feet.
Elijah, he does.
See, unlike you, I wasn't saying that.
Wait a second,
New Jersey.
And he missed. He did not connect fully, but still rolled into the cover.
He's lucky he landed on his feet.
And that's the thing. I mean, Elijah is so acrobatic, ladies and gentlemen.
You cut me off to tell me he missed? That's what you do?
Well, look at Oscar Van Brett here. A big gut buster and big body splash there.
What was your first clue?
Another.
Was that a body splash?
Another
too?
big body splash going into the cover here. As Oscar looking to put away Elijah, but Elijah kicks out. You guys are just mad that I've been doing this as long as I have, and I'm a great commentator, and I'm a great play-by-play analysis.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what that word means. Stop using it. I'm going to take it as disrespect.
Wait a second. What's Elijah thinking here? Oscar's right out here in front of us, and flying Endo right out here in front of us, right next to you, JDL. He was standing right next to you.
Yeah, he touches my hat, I'm going to smack him. Just watch. Don't even touch it. I'll stand up right now.
JDL.
Yeah, see that? He's scared of me. He knows his place. I've been behind this guy the whole time. You said New Jersey stinks. I heard what you said, Billings. And now look at him. He's losing because I'm not doing commentary for him.
No. It's just, this is not a false count anywhere matchup, ladies and gentlemen. There is only a 10 count. This is not false count anywhere. There's disqualifications count. The referee's still counting.
Nuh-uh. No way.
This matchup... wait a second. What is Oscar thinking here? He's standing by... he's tearing apart the other broadcast booth. Unfortunately, we don't have Spanish broadcast announcers.
Yeah, we don't have the money.
We have more than enough money. More than enough money. Yeah. I mean, TPP2K run. Oh, and a reverse Frankensteiner there from Elijah Endo. And now look at this. Oh, wait a second. This matchup, it's got to be over.
What is going on? What is going on? Is it just like a fight on the outside of the ring? They said screw the whole match?
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get somebody down here to separate these two because, I don't know, they might be able to go at this all night. Oh, and
JDL, go separate
JDL,
them.
you said you were going to get over there and
I'll do it right now, but see, the thing is, when I versed Bronson a while back, I tore my wrist.
Oh, after you just talked all that smack, now you apparently tore your wrist.
Apparently, there's...
You're unprofessional. That's what your problem is. I'm not going to get into the...
Endo again sending Van Brett into the barricade.
Unprofessional. I'm not paid to be a professional.
Actually, you are.
No, I'm not.
Well, can we focus on what's happening right now, gentlemen? Oh, and a big kick to the chest there from Oscar Van Brett.
This has nothing to do with us,
and now we have some separation here, and Oscar staring at Elijah. And, okay, so, Elijah's crawling towards Oscar Van Brett, who's heading up towards our entrance ramp. And now look at it, Elijah's giving chase, Jesus. Elijah's giving chase here, and, oh, wait a second, Oscar turning it back around. I mean, these guys are going at it. They really have some issue with each other.
So what happened between these two for this to, like, spark up?
I have no earthly idea, and Elijah, and, oh, that leaping foot stomp, and okay, so Elijah Endo now maybe going, I don't know, was there a true, I don't think there was a winner in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, but recorded earlier today. Mr. John Lopez, you were recorded backstage with Elizabeth Sims.
Oh, God, not her.
She's a very attractive young woman. I don't understand why you'd say that. We're going to cut backstage, actually, and we're going to hear your interview from earlier today. Apparently, John Lopez was complaining a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and cut back to that playback from earlier.
John Lopez, you picked up an impressive victory against Idiota on the last episode of PWA Live. What are your future plans?
You're just an original thinker, aren't you? Do you see what they're doing to me? Have you been watching the product recently? They put me in a match with a guy that looks like a comic book character. Then I go home, I watch on the TV, and I fast forward through the whole show, and I just get to my match because I don't feel like watching all their matches. And I watch mine, and it turns out that I'm losing matches? See, this company's trying to frame me. They're trying to make me look bad. So they hired a guy that looks exactly like me, has the exact same body type, exact same hair, exact same outfit, and moves the exact same, strangely, and making me lose. I'm going to find out who's in charge of this place, and then I'm going to get handed that World Heavyweight title that night, that day, and then I'm going to go over to Billy Chris, that's on commentary, that likes to downplay me, and I'm going to shove it in his face, and you know what I'm going to say to him? Yes, actually, don't answer that. I'll answer it for you. I'm going to say, take that, Billy, and I'm going to walk away. And then when I decide to put my world title on the line, I will. But that might be in like 2 or 3 months because my shoulder hurts. So, yeah, this interview's over.
And Mr. Lopez, clearly you were complaining again.
I was not complaining, I was stating a fact.
You were clearly complaining. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening, the PWA World Championship. Randy Finkelstein, Big Bronson, the PWA World Championship right now.
So, Billy Chris, who do you think's going to win tonight?
You know, I think we all know that I'm not a big fan of Randy Finkelstein.
Oh, we know. And he's not a big fan of you either.
Exactly, you know, because of his voicemail and the way he portrays himself backstage. I am pulling for Big Bronson tonight.
Weighing in at 319 pounds from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Big Bronson!
So here comes Big Bronson to the ring to take on Randy Finkelstein.
Finkelstein.
Finkelstein. Excuse me. Who do you think's going to win tonight?
I told you, I'm pulling for Big Bronson. Big Bronson can get this done tonight.
What about you, JDL?
You know what? I'm not going to comment because every time I do, somebody here, puts them down and says they stink and they're from New Jersey. I don't like that.
I like everybody equally.
But I'm not from New Jersey. I was born in New York, JDL.
It's the same thing.
JDL, you were born in Connecticut.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, we were only a couple states away, man. As Big Bronson awaiting the arrival of the man they call Randy Finkelstein.
Weighing in at 227 pounds from the nearest nightclub, Randy Finkelstein.
And we have
from Nevada, Reno 911.
And we have a capacity crowd here in Austin, Texas for the PWA World Championship. A capacity crowd. This arena is jam-packed. We've got the big man, Big Bronson, taking on Randy Finkelstein. This is a great way to culminate the night, to culminate the tournament bracket that had happened over the past few weeks. This is a great way for it all to happen.
Hey, at least he was here on time.
That is true. I actually saw, ladies and gentlemen, I know I give Randy Finkelstein slack for not being here on time, but I will give him credit. He's been here since 10 o'clock this morning.
Which is always a good thing, right?
That is always a great thing when you're there early. It's one thing to be on time, but it's even better when you're early.
So, JDL, you had to come this early in the morning. Why were you here so early anyways to get an interview?
Yeah, why were you here so early? You didn't have to be here until at least 3 o'clock as the referee showing the PWA World Championship.
You know why I'm not speaking? Because I don't speak to stupid people.
Okay.
Like you two.
Okay. As we're getting ready to get this underway, and here we go. Randy Finkelstein, Big Bronson, PWA World Championship. Right now, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go, hyping up Finkelstein. Again.
What? I thought you didn't talk to stupid people.
You know what, we have no proof of this.
You know what, Chris? I want, when I sit here, I'm going to try to figure out whoever's in charge and become a part of PWA myself. And I want to take on John Lopez in the ring.
I think I would love to commentate that match.
Of course you would. Look, meanwhile, back in the ring where real life is happening, Finkelstein is outside the ring, out getting in.
Well, Finkelstein trying to play some mind games. I think Finkelstein underestimated the size of Big Bronson.
Yeah, he was kind of double guessing over here, trying to figure out how he's going to go about not dying.
The strength of Bronson just slamming Finkelstein down into the cover.
I've wrestled Bronson before in a match in 2008, and let me tell you, he gave me a fight.
Is that the same time you scoop slammed him in front of, what did you say, 70,000 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. As Big Bronson here, look at this, just put that big knee, that big bandage knee into the back of Finkelstein, but Finkelstein trying to fight his way out here. Big elbow there, right to the ribs.
Except I was wearing red and yellow, and he was wearing all black. So, you need to do your history on wrestling.
Well, Finkelstein, big jawbreaker.
What a move.
And, I know I'm not the biggest fan of Finkelstein, but if he could pull this one off tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
you're going to love him.
I will, because this is...
Of course you will.
It is a big test of strength to beat somebody like Big Bronson.
Yeah.
Finkelstein weighs 235 pounds. Big Bronson 319. Oh, the big boot out of nowhere into the cover. That might be it. Man, I think I saw some teeth flying to the second row there.
Don't lie to him. Don't lie to the fans. You know that's not true.
A 2 count there. Oh, that big boot was out of nowhere. Big Bronson just got back to his feet and kicked the crap out of Randy Finkelstein, and now Bronson here throwing his weight around.
If I was in the ring, I would just scoop slam Bronson, or whatever, body slam, if you want to get technical with it, and pin him. The match would have been over.
Really? You think
so?
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous what's happening right now. Randy doesn't know what he's doing right now. He has no idea what he's doing in the ring.
Finkelstein's trying. He's trying to knock down the big man. I don't think Bronson has hit the mat yet from a move that Finkelstein has done.
I'm sick and tired of having my locker room near his. What a move, by the way. Near his. He's in the janitor's room. He's playing music.
Wait a
I
second.
can't stand it.
Big splash there from Big Bronson. And wait a second, Bronson again, another big splash. Bronson trying to do some damage to the lower back of Randy Finkelstein. This is
1, 2.
and a 2 count there for Big Bronson, but as you notice, Big Bronson's left knee is taped up. His match with Nathan Roberts on Friday, Roberts went right for that left knee. So if Finkelstein can start picking apart that knee, that may help him.
Yeah. See,
The thing
Bronson's-
is-
That's
Oh, go ahead, JD. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
See, I think that this is the most focused I've ever seen Randy in the ring at all.
Exactly. We saw him when he wrestled Elijah Endo the first time. And, Elijah Endo gave him a concussion. And he still competed in that big knee there from Finkelstein. But, like you said, I gotta agree with you, Devin. This is clearly the most focused we have seen Finkelstein since the launch of PWA.
Yeah. He's weak. I don't need bandages.
Well, the thing is, like I said, Big Bronson, 319 pounds. Finkelstein clearly out of his realm here in the weight department.
What if he has a weight problem? And Bronson's working on it. You just make him feel all types of bad that he's not losing weight.
Well, no, Big Bronson's the big
1,
man of PWA.
2.
And a 2 count there.
Yeah. He's a big man, but you don't have to say it.
But he knows he's the big man. He literally had on his T-shirt, it's the cracked Liberty Bell, which is a joke about obesity.
No, it's not. It's about being a juggernaut. What are you talking about, obesity?
And
What does
typically,
that have to do with obesity?
it has everything to do with it. And look at Big Bronson's big body, or a lunging, buttocks splash would be the technical term for that, and going right back to the well.
And again, getting technical.
I give technical terms. I can't help it.
You can't help it. Just don't say
Just
it.
call that the Bronson Smash, and
We'll call that the Bronson Bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a second. Big Bronson here.
What's this?
A lifting power bomb.
Bottom.
Yeah, the Bronson Bottom into the
1,
cover here.
2.
And a 2 count for Big Bronson, as somehow Finkelstein barely got his shoulder off the mat. And
Barely.
Let me tell you something. Bronson is going to win this. He's got this in the bag. Look at his size. He looks like Santa Claus if Santa Claus was awesome.
Didn't you
Okay.
just yell
What?
at me for talking about how big Bronson was? Finkelstein here with the cover after that face smash. 1, 2,
2.
and a 2 count there.
Okay, the difference is that you mentioned his weight. I said he's a big guy, meaning big and bulky, big and jacked. A difference. You have to pay attention. That's your problem.
That's exactly what I said. I said he's the big man of PWA. That's exactly what I said.
I hear a big difference on what I said than what you said.
Okay.
Agree to agree.
No, agree to disagree. As Finkelstein here, trying to figure out a way to put Big Bronson down. And Finkelstein diving leg drop there, hooking the far leg. This may be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and a 2 count. And did you see the authority that Big Bronson kicked out with?
And Big
Nope.
Bronson's not going to give up.
Clearly, Big Bronson wants that championship tonight, and he should. This is the most important championship in PWA.
If I was in the ring, I would shave that mustache, shave that beard. 1, 2, 3. Over. Shave both of them.
Well, Big Bronson with a big scoop slam to Randy Finkelstein. Everything that Big Bronson does is big.
No, of course, because he's overweight.
I thought he wasn't overweight. Isn't that what
I
you
said he's big and bulky.
Oh,
I'm not going to get in this debate again. What a slam there.
that wasn't a slam. That was Bronson grabbing the head of Finkelstein and pushing him to
And
the ground.
slamming it down.
He
Yeah.
just pushed him to the ground.
Okay. Push, slam, same thing.
Very different. Different motions.
Okay. I'm not going to get into this debate with you.
As Big Bronson here, now reeling as Finkelstein trying to figure. Look at Bronson receiving all those body strikes from Finkelstein.
Finkelwinkle doesn't know what he's doing. Okay? Bronson's the guy.
Finkelstein into the cover here. And Bronson's right next to the ropes. You figure that Bronson would have just grabbed the rope and forced the rope break there.
Yeah.
I mean, smart money would have just done that. He wouldn't have had to exert any energy to kick out. And a beautiful standing drop kick there from Finkelstein. But as you see, Finkelstein did not get right back to his feet. Finkelstein may be out of gas, ladies and gentlemen.
You think so?
I'm almost thinking, I mean, the longer this matchup goes, in theory, it would better suit Randy Finkelstein due to the body size difference. However, strength-wise, the longer this match goes, you know, how many big moves does Randy Finkelstein have compared to, you know, somebody like Big Bronson?
You never know. You can't never put anybody down or out.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Big slam there by Big Bronson. 1, 2.
What a kick out.
A very nice kick out.
See, Randy is showing like some true heart tonight here in the ring. He's not going to give up. He's wanting this, I think, just as bad as Bronson does.
And Bronson gonna that modified gutbuster, that shoulder gutbuster into the cover. This has got to be it here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 and a 2 count as Finkelstein barely moving at that juncture. I mean, he had 300 pounds laying on top of him, so I don't really blame him, but
Bronson is the future, because pretty soon I'm going to step in the ring with him after I get handed that world title when I decide to put up on the line. I'm going to step in the ring with him. We're going to have a great show, but I'm going to beat him.
Well, as you see, I mean, Finkelstein's trying to get back to his feet. Finkelstein's trying to get something going here, and I don't know. Wait a second. Finkelstein, last-ditch effort with that suplex.
Finkelwinkle is not going to win this. He doesn't have a chance. There's no way. Look at Bronson. He's like Santa Claus, but mean.
Well, Finkelstein, as he's doing these maneuvers, I don't know if the fans in attendance can see it, but Finkelstein is favoring his ribs. You know, and so these impactful moves that he's received from Big Bronson, I think that they may be taking their effect.
That doesn't mean anything. I wrestled a match injured. That doesn't mean anything.
Your injury consisted of you breaking a finger.
That's personal. I would like it if you did not share that.
You talked about it last night at Breakdown.
And
a big shoulder tackle there from Randy Finkelstein. And
see, Finkelstein's getting cocky. Finkelwinkle is getting cocky.
Finkelstein.
I can't.
Like, the thing is, the way that this matchup is, I'd imagine that you could win the championship on a counter. That's what I'd imagine, because there's no champion right now. So I'd imagine...
In an ideal world.
But Finkelstein over the top rope, crashing on top of Big Bronson. Can we take another look at that? Look at Finkelstein. How often do you see Finkelstein fly over the top rope?
You don't.
Not often. It's very rare.
That's what I'm saying. And Finkelstein here into the cover after he brought the body of Big Bronson into the ring, but Bronson refusing to stay down tonight. That no-quit attitude of Big Bronson.
I'm telling you, this is a really great match here tonight. Like, nobody's giving up, and they want it just as bad as one another wants it.
You know, and I gotta agree with you, Devin. I mean, these...
Of course.
I'm stating the obvious here, John. These guys, both of these guys want it. But it's gonna come down to who wants it more.
It's about the gold here tonight. That's why.
Oh, and a big left hook there from Big Bronson. And because Big Bronson's so big, it takes him longer to get into the ring, but sending Finkelstein sailing into the ropes. Catches Finkelstein. Oh, and a big power bomb there. And look at the knee maybe giving out for Big Bronson. Unable to go for the cover instantly into the cover here. 2. And almost a 3 count as Finkelstein barely... I mean, his head just got maybe, what? A few centimeters off the ground. Just enough for the referee to break the 3 count.
Like I've been saying the whole night, Finkelstein's got this in the bag. He's a good guy. He's got the look. He's got the mustache. I wouldn't really have that. But he has it. He's going to win. Unlike you, who was, you know, just saying Bronson's this, Bronson's that, he's the future. I'm going to wrestle Bronson, and Bronson's going to win. I'm not like that.
Well, Finkelstein was just mouthing something to me. He said, I've got this. Is what I'm not great at reading lips, but it looks like that's what he said. He calls that move the hangover. That may be it, ladies and gentlemen. Finkelstein into the cover here, hooking the far leg. This has got to be it here. Oh, and the 2 count. Somehow, Big Bronson got his shoulders off the mat. Somehow, some way.
No, why? 'Cause
Randy
Big
can't
Bronson.
believe it.
Exactly what he said. Because Big Bronson is the future, like I said earlier.
Wait a second, Big Bronson here slamming down Finkelstein, and Bronson now going into the cover here. 1, 2, and a 2 count for Big Bronson. And you know, Devin said it earlier, these guys have that no-quit attitude tonight. They're putting everything on the line.
JDL, you need to make up your mind on who you want to win tonight the way you keep going back and forth.
Ooh, and
Listen, I'm just repeating what I hear you guys say.
You're not repeating, because I don't have a problem with who wins here tonight, because they're both great athletes and they're showing heart.
amazing amounts of heart from both of these guys.
They're not athletes. They are stepping stones in order for me to be the champion. They're all they are stepping stones. Bronson's just a little bit bigger. It's okay.
So what are you going to call him, a boulder?
If that's the name you want to let out, I'm not saying it or denying it, but yes.
Well, look at Finkelstein here. He's going to try to start working on that left knee of Big Bronson. This may be his smartest move in this matchup here, going after that knee. And look at the torque on that. Oh, my goodness. And what is Bronson punching the leg to get out, and then a big slap to the face. And Bronson now, look at this. Another backbreaker, again focusing his attacks on the ribs and then slamming the chest and the ribs of Finkelstein into the mat. Wait a second. What is this? What's
happening right now?
What is Big Bronson doing? And oh my goodness, Bronson is just spinning Randy. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting dizzy counting this.
I think he calls this the Bronson wheel.
The wheel of Bronson, I think, would be a good name. And Bronson into the cover there. 2, and almost a 3 count, but again, Randy Finkelstein refusing to stay down, ladies and gentlemen. But Bronson here, you gotta believe he's looking for that jugger bomb. And wait a second, speak of the devil here, Big Bronson lifting up Finkelstein, the jugger bomb there. Bronson into the cover here. 1, 2, 3, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a new PWA champion, Big Bronson, ladies and gentlemen. He has done it tonight. I was right in my prediction. Big Bronson, the PWA champion.
I was right. I said that first.
No, I clearly said it. I clearly said that Big Bronson would win, but you can't take anything away from Randy Finkelstein, ladies and gentlemen. He put up an impressive fight. I mean, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I mean, clearly Finkelstein proved that he is main event caliber talent.
Let me be the first to congratulate you, Big Bronson. You put up one heck of a good fight against Randy Finkelstein. Now, Finkelstein did not win the match, but I think that everybody misinterpreted what this PWA World Championship Tournament was about. Now, Big Bronson, you are the #1 contender for the PWA World Championship. And that matchup for the championship will happen right now. And you know what, Big Bronson? Your opponent is standing right behind you.
What the hell is Steve Baker doing here? He's the FFW. Oh my God. Twisted standing behind Big Bronson. And oh, no. Not like this. Oh, and a pedigree from Twisted to Big Bronson. And did you guys know about this?
No.
You know, they asked me if to do it too, and I said I was busy.
John,
so.
Right now is not the time for your sarcastic comments, okay?
They asked me.
They asked you to do it, huh? Now, steel chair right to the face. They're robbing this man of his championship win.
This is a good thing this is happening, actually. Now I'm happy this happened.
Look at... that's a steel chair, ladies and gentlemen. Twisted with another pedigree on the steel chair, and...
Wow.
What the hell is going on? And now Twisted here, hooking Big Bronson's leg, and...
Yeah, that... Wow.
My God. Twisted is the PWA champion. Ladies and gentlemen, what we just saw is the death of or not the death, but the career killing of what would have been world champion.
I'm not in shock. I just have a lot of things to say because I'm not in shock.
I don't know what to say to this. This man is not. He's not on the PWA roster.
And he gets the world title. What about me? That's below me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. We're out of time for tonight. Tune in next time for PWA Live. I've been your host, Christopher Billings. My broadcast partners, John Lopez and Devin Wall. And I'm so confused, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll see you next time.